Excellent. Okay, well, let's see. So welcome to our webinar today. Today what we want to do is going to do a brief overview of what Chartnote is and do a quick demo of the main features. So, okay, so we started in 2020 with a really basic platform, and what we were trying to do is to expedite medical documentation. First, using dot phrases, we call them snippets, and these snippets basically you will type an abbreviation like, for example, hypertension, and it will expand a block of text with some drop-down menus and some optionals and fill in text fields. So that's the snippets. Then we added dictation, just like many of you have used. Like Dragon has a great medical vocabulary, and it can be used with a Chrome extension to dictate directly to the EHR. But then last year we added AI, and it really changed how we do notes now. So now we have what we call the AI Scribe, which is now our main feature, and it basically allows you to record the conversation between you and the patient, and then the AI will transcribe that into a really well-structured note, very accurate. And the other thing that we have is voice chart. Uses the same technology, but the idea here is that we try to replicate what doctors did 10 years ago, which was see a patient and then go to the phone and call to leave a message with a note, so dictate the note, and someone, a transcriptionist, will then create the note and send it back in after a few hours. So pretty much the same concept, but now here we use AI, and it takes just a few seconds. And then within Chartnote, we have this feature called Copilot, and basically what Copilot is kind of ChatGPT, but within the context of the note in a secure environment where you can put patient information, and you can ask anything you can think of. You can ask for an after visit summary. You can just bounce ideas and ask for differentials, billing codes, anything you can imagine. And one of the things that distinguish Chartnote from other AI scribes is that you can customize your templates you can use when you use AI scribes. So you can really create notes with your own style and the format. So let's get started. Let me log in here. Let's see. So this is what you're gonna see when you log into Chartnote. On my the left side of the screen, you're seeing our I'm mirroring my phone. So this is the web app, and actually I just realized I'm in a different account here. So let me just switch really quickly. Okay. Works. Okay. So Let's go back to the Chartnote web. So here, if you create a new account, this is going to be empty, but here is where you're going to see all your notes that you created. On the center, you're going to see these 3 buttons. You have the AI Scribe, the voice chart, and the note template. So if you want to start a note from scratch, just typing and maybe dictating, you want to use a note template. So you first select the template you want to use. So I'm going to use a soap note. We have a bunch of templates that you have when you create an account. Plus, you can create a new template. So if you want to create your own template, you can go to the library and create one. So here you can, of course, type. You can insert snippets. So for example, if I have a patient with diabetes, I might want to use diabetes template and start with that. You can also search snippets here. So if I search for diabetes here, we have a bunch of diabetes templates here. And then you can also dictate. So let's say I want to dictate here. Here's the microphone. I can use a hotkey control down arrow or max command. General colon, NOCI distress, period, alert and awake, period. Next line. Lungs, colon, clear bilaterally, period. So that's the dictation. And if you don't have, if you're using a desktop computer, you probably want to connect a USB microphone, because internal microphones and desk computers are not really good. You can always use your phone as a microphone. So here in this gear button, you're gonna see this QR code, and if you click on your phone, on the phone app, and click on this QR code, it's gonna give you 2 options: a link to Chartnote web or the Chrome extension. If I click on this first option, it's going to give me a camera. I can scan the QR code, and then my phone is synced. And then now I can dictate from my phone. Next line. Cardiovascular, colon, normal heart sounds, period, no murmurs, period. So having the microphone close to my mouth is really important for accuracy. Now, if you're using laptop, you get good capture of audio, and you can do the same thing on the phone. So let's see. I lost the connection here. Give me 1 second. Okay, perfect. Okay, so that's just creating a basic template. Now let's go to the most popular feature, the AI Scribe. Here, you can use your computer to have the AI listen to the visit. You simply press record and you can start the visit. You can always pause it and then come back to it. You have a bunch of options here. By default, you're going to see the SOAP note option. It's going to let you choose your language. We have over 30 languages. So let's say you want to see a patient and you're conducting the visit in Spanish. So you select Spanish, and then the note is going to be in English. So if you're in a different country, maybe you're going to select different settings here. Then make sure you go back to your preferred language. Then some options on how long or short your note is going to look like. If you want to add some villain codes, then it's important that you select the appropriate setting. Here you can select the patient, and it's optional. You can add some helpful information. So, for example, if you want to put the gender and the age here, sometimes usually you don't discuss that during the visit, right? So you can just put here, let's say 21-year-old male, and then start the visit. Or you can, when you start recording, before you enter a room, you might want to say this John, 21-year-old male, here for follow-up diabetes, and then you go into the room. Now, if you want to be more mobile, you perhaps want to use the mobile application. And here you're going to see that we're mimicking what you're seeing on the on Chartnote. So let's see. So you're gonna see these three same buttons, and here I'm gonna select AI Scribe. And one important thing to do before you start your visit is to ask for verbal consent that you're gonna record the visit. So you ask the patient if it's okay if you use this AI app to help you document the visit and create your notes. And it's gonna help you listen to your patient, pay more attention to the patient instead of the computer. And they usually say yes, and you go on and start the visit. Here you're going to see similar settings that you can select, the template, language, and if you want to select billing codes, you can change this to English. Oops. Okay, so and similarly here, you can start the recording and then stop it, maybe come back to it. If you're, for example, in the ED, you might want to see the patient and then order some labs and then go see another patient, come back to the first patient. So if you want to save this with a name, let's see, this is Frank. I might just save it and then I'll come back to Frank after I get the CT scan or whatever you might be waiting for. Now that's the AI Scribe. Now let's say that your patient didn't give you consent or you didn't feel comfortable recording the visit. You can always use what we call voice chart. And voice chart is basically just recording a note. So the difference between voice chart and dictating is that dictating is live speech to text, and with voice chart you just record a whole visit in one go, and you can ramble a little bit and go back and forth between ideas, and the AI is going to generate a note that makes complete sense and it's going to be well structured. So today let's do a voice chart example, and let's go here. I went to see voice charts. Okay, so let's say this is a 55-year-old female with history of diabetes and hypertension. Here I came to the ED, complaint of chest pain, and on arrival she was hypertensive and tachycardic, and EKG was didn't show any acute ischemia. Troponin, however, was positive, and she had some hyponatremia. Labs otherwise were unremarkable. Chest X-ray was clear. she was given aspirin, and we started heparin drip, and an exam. Her she was in no distress. Lungs were clear. Heart sounds without any murmurs, and no lower extremity edema. Abdomen was soft, non-tender, non-distended. And for assessment and plan, this is an NSTEMI. We're going to admit to telemetry, and we're going to continue aspirin, start metoprolol, lisinopril, and statins. We'll continue the heparin drip, consulting cardiology for possible cardiac catheterization. And let's stop. So as you notice, I ramble a little bit, and then I stop and continued. If you do this while you dictate, you probably get a lot of errors in your documentation. So this is a little more flexible with that. So let's click transcribe and see. Okay. So you can see here the note is processing, and this is also processing on Chartnote Web, and it takes just a few seconds, definitely less than a minute. And you can record up to 2 hours. Obviously, that's probably more useful when you're with a patient with a long encounter, probably for behavioral health. That's super helpful. Or if you have a complex patient, that's something you can do. Let's see. Let's give it a few more seconds and see if it shows us the note. In the meantime, I've selected the SOAP note template, but you can always create your own template. And to do that, you go to the library, and I'll review that in a second. Okay, well, let's take it a little bit longer than usual. Let's see if we see here. No. Let's see. Other things that I wanted to show you here, you have the scratch pad. So this is useful if you we wanted to mimic doctor writing chicken scratch on a piece of paper when they're seeing the patient. So if I write let's say 41-year-old male here for complaining of fever, cough, times 3 days, some wheezing, clackles on exam, and assessment plan, pneumonia. We're gonna do Lavaquin and albuterol, and 7 days of prednisone. Okay, so from this, I can convert this into a note, and yeah, something is actually not working because it gave me an error. Let me use refresh and see if I. Okay, well, we're having some technical difficulties here. Well, moving on, we're gonna do a template. So if you go to library, you're gonna see a snippet library. When you create an account, your account comes with over 1,000 snippets and templates, and you can always edit them. And to do that, you will import them into your own library. And in your own library, you can create your own snippets. And here you can insert text areas, drop downs, placeholders, optionals, dates, and you can even add a voice command to the snippet. Then we have a community. In that community, we have thousands and thousands of snippets from other users, and you can explore some of the snippets they have. If you like it, you can import into your own library and then edit it. But what I want to highlight here is the node templates. This is for plain templates. If you want to use some templates with using AI, you go here. And here, this is super powerful because it's going to allow the AI to create your own style of notes. So let's say I'm going to call this my soap notes. And here, you can select if you want to use an AI Scribe voice chart. You can select some custom note instructions. So let's say that write this note as a, let's say, neurologist. And then you can add your own sections. And here we're going to add the standard subjective, objective assessment and plan. But you can add subsections. So let's say in the subjective, I want to add some past medical history, and then some subsection of past surgical history. Anything you can imagine. Now, on each section, you can give some instructions, so custom instructions to this section. So, for example, let's say that I want this to be written as in bullet points. So, write this section in bullet point style. Or, for example, there's some examples here. If you want to write in a full paragraph, pretty long without any restrictions, including all the information, you might want to use something like this. Now, going to objective, let's say that you want to use a template you use, and then you get instructed to adjust the template based on the findings on your visit. So let's say use the following template, adjust based on findings during visit. And then you put your general and maybe longs, and you create your own template, right? Assessment, maybe here you want to tell the AI to include problems with ICD-10 codes included. And then maybe in the plan, you want to say that include a differential, do a problem-based plan, anything you can think of. And then if you want to add specific billing coding, you can add that here. I'm just going to save it like this. And next time you create an AI visit, you're going to select that template. Let's see, we just created my sub note. So you select it. Now, this is a good example what to do if it fails. Flag the document, and what happens is that we have some issues with communication with the server, but every 15 minutes the system will retry, and most likely you're going to get the note after 15 minutes. But anyway, I apologize for the technical difficulties here. If you have any questions, please make sure you put them in the chat. I'll be happy to answer them as we go. Now, talking about other features, on the right side, we have settings, the library. We talk about that, the patient list. Here we have a good link to do video tutorials for all the features that we have here. We have you can upgrade to one of our plans, and this is a good opportunity to review our plans. So we have a free basic account that includes all the features with some limitations, and then the premium basically what includes unlimited use of snippets, and then some of the other features. The professional subscription includes unlimited snippets and unlimited use of live speech to text dictation, and a little bit more credits through AI generated notes. And then the max is the one that includes unlimited everything, unlimited AI notes, including AI Scribe, voice chart, and Copilot, which this is a good segue to review how Copilot works. So let's say that, well, you have the Copilot here where you can ask any question about anything. Let's say, what's the dose of Xarelto for a DVT? Let's see. Pretty accurate, as you can see. So you can ask any questions now, but if you have, let me see. If you have, let's do a quick note here. So let's say you have a note and you want an after visit summary for the patient. We have some Copilot tools, and you can click here and you will get you select the level and the who's this note for the patient, and it's like advanced language, and then it's gonna write a good after visit summary for your patient that you can just print. Now, another thing you can do with Copilot is ask, for example, let's see, tell me the ICD-10 codes, and it's gonna give me all the ICD-10 notes. So this is great for like HCC coding. Give you all the codes that you need for your visit. But you basically can ask any question in the context of the note, and you get a pretty accurate answer. Now let me see. Let me see what else we wanted to touch base. Okay, so let's talk about a little bit about the our Chrome extension. So right now we don't have any integration with EHRs, but what we do have is a Chrome extension, and what the Chrome extension does is helps you dictate and insert snippets and notes directly into your EHR. So let's pretend this is our EHR. This is an open EMR, and we have a demo patient here, and for some reason it's in Spanish. But what the extension lives in your Chrome browser, and here you have access to all your snippets, all the notes, and then you have a microphone here that can allow you to dictate. So, for example, this is a 55-year-old female with history of diabetes, period. So you can dictate using this. You can insert snippets. So, for example, if I want to do a physical exam, let's see if we get. Let's put it here. And then we can use insert with inline, if you know the abbreviation, you can just type it. Let's say AFib, and then hit tab, and it's gonna open this pop-up, and then it starts. And so if you created an AI scribe note, you're gonna see them here, and you can just click and insert it into the EHR. Anyway, so let me see what else I wanted to cover in this webinar. So yeah, that's pretty much what we wanted to cover. There's an option to get a subscription for Teams. So if you have a clinic, or you want to bring more doctors into your plan, you can do that. And you'll have you can share templates, snippets, and there's unified billing. And then for personal subscriptions, if you do a yearly subscription, you get a discount. If you're not ready to commit to a subscription, we can always you can always buy. You can pay as you go. So basically, you can buy credits and then just use them as you go. But anyway, thank you so much for your time. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. We have 24/7 support. So if you have any questions, just click here.